Welcome back, IP2. I hope you're doing great, you're staying safe, and you're staying home. Also, I hope that you had a great new year, and I wish that you had an amazing year in 2021. And with all the things that is going on and that happened also last year, you managed to stay healthy during COVID-19. During online classes, you managed to study and take your classes online. So that's a win for you and for us, of course. So we were able to teach you online and you were able to learn online. So everything worked out as best as it could. So for the new year, I wish you an amazing new year in front of you. I hope that COVID-19 will be solved soon and we won't have COVID-19 for this year anymore, or at least it will finish this year. Sadly, COVID-19 is coming back again and there's this whole going that the cases will go higher and lower. So anyways, I hope that things will work out, and mainly for this year, I wish you all the best for your studies and most importantly, good health for you for this year and every year, of course. So in the summary, all the best for the new year. Now let's get back to our studies. Today we continue to review for Paint3D program. This is lesson number 9 and let's get started. So first, this is about the 3D view. If you press 3D view on the top here, it will help you to see the image in a 3D setting, and it will help you to see the page as 3D version basically, right? So everything that you have 3D, you will see it here and you can edit it in a better way. So it's a different view. To draw a 3D object from beginning, you go to the 3D objects here. You go here, 3D objects, and you create your own model. You can draw by yourself using these options. Using 3D Doodle will create freehand 3D drawing using the tube brush, which you can adjust. So these are the options that you have and you can use. These are different shapes and options for you to use for tube. So you can choose which one do you want to use for drawing as a 3D doodle. Sharp edge and soft shape 3D brush can help you to create customized shapes. The sharp edge will be more sharp, as the name says, which is this one here. And the soft edge will be more softer and more curvy and bulky, which is here, this one. Using the options on the right panel, you can choose specific color that you want. So here you can see all the colors on the right hand side. When you select the object, you can go to edit color and select whatever color that you need. You can rotate by 90-degree rotation, which is here. You can turn it in 90 degrees right here. And you can flip the image also by using this option on the right hand corner. You can draw on a 3D surface with 2D tools. Using brush, for example, you can draw on this 3D shape. just like this. You also can use other 2D tools on the 3D shape, such as stickers or shapes. So you can make a face for the fish. So you can use shapes and stickers. Paint3D doesn't have a complex 3D form, but you can create them yourself using different shapes like spheres, cylinders, and etc. And you can select them all and group them. So here, for example, you can make an octopus using these different shapes. So it kind of looks like an octopus. Also, you can add text to your drawing. You can add 2D text or 3D text. You can have more options for color. Also, you can choose the size that you need. And lastly, you can choose the font style. So here you can choose the style in the first one. You can choose the size, the color you can choose also, and the 2D or 3D you can choose up here. Drag and click on the area that you want to type. Also, you can edit the thickness of the text and make it bold, underline, or tilted, and adjust the text as you need. So these will help you to do those edits. In effects, you can change the light direction. So if you go to effects in this area, you can choose which direction the light is coming from here, from here, from where. From where do you need the light to come from? So you can practice this in your Paint3D. With Canvas, you can choose to hide the 2D surface. So if you go to Canvas here is Canvas, and you go to show canvas, you can turn it on or off, and by turning it off, you will not see the 2D surface anymore. Clicking on mixed reality, it will let you see your shape in the room, the actual room, the room that you are staying at, using your webcam. Also, you can turn off your webcam and see the existing environments. So you can see it in different environments and different light and shadow case, like different light scenarios, basically how the light is shining on the object, how the shadow will look. Go to menu and click save as to save your file. So you will have to choose how to save it. So you click menu here. Once you click menu, you can choose save as, and you can choose save as a copy, image, 3D model, or video. Or the best option is save as 3D project, which is Paint3D project, and it will help you to keep your file, and maybe next week or in 10 weeks or whenever you need to, you can open the file again and make changes and edit it. So it helps you to, if you need to work on it more, it will help you to keep the file. But if you're done and you don't need the 3D file, the paint file at all, so you don't want to save it, you just want the image, so you save as image or 3D model. So now, open your 3D Paint and practice what we have learned. So let's go through some of the things we have learned today, and the rest you have to go through it by yourself if we don't have enough time, and if we do, we try to go through most of it. at least the ones that are a bit more complicated. So firstly, of course, we have to open our 3D Paint. And let's see what's the first thing that we want to learn. All right, so the first thing we want to learn is the 3D view. Maybe we can try to bring in some 2D shapes. All right, we can bring this in. All right. So now we have this. I'll move my face other side, maybe down here. All right. So now that we have our shape here, we can start going through it. But before I show you the 3D shape, maybe I have to add some shape, some 3D shapes. Let's turn it a bit, make it small, as if a person is actually there. Open 3D library, maybe we can have some cool things here. Maybe we can have a giant. Can have some hero trying to attack the giant. All right, now that we have some 3D images, we go to the 3D library at the end and we click 3D view. So when we click that, you can see that it will help us to look at the surface in a 3D way, 3D manner. You can see all sides. And by turning it, you have to hold and press the right key on your mouse and move your mouse, and you can move it through the space. And by going for going back, you just click on 3D view again and it goes back to the 2D view. That's that. Next, we have 3D shapes. How to use the 3D shapes. Let's go back to 3D shapes. So I already showed you how to add the 3D model here, down here. You can add shapes, of course. Just like this. You choose the size you want, you can rotate. This one helps you to bring it front or back to the 2D surface. It's your choice. And this is the other thing I will mention, that you can choose how the brush you want to be, how thick you want it to be, and you can draw freehand and you can see it, how it looks like. Right. Next we have this one that we can doodle. This is the softer version, which you can tell that is quite soft and is quite bulky. And the other version is the sharper version. which is here. And this is the rotation that I told you about. It is clockwise and the other way around. So clockwise and counterclockwise, and this is flip. So it's basically 100 degrees rotation, which is faster when you want to do. Instead of doing like this, you can just flip. So you can go through the 3D shapes and just play and draw whatever you like, see what you can create, and you can create a horse, or you can create a car, or a submarine, or an elephant. Try to draw freehand, or you can use the existing, you can mix content, so you can find a 2D. This is 2D, this surface at the back. You can download an image that is 2D and you put it in the program, and you add these 3D or 2D features to the image to make sense. Maybe it's a fairy tale. The goblin is attacking the village and this hero is saving the village. So you be a creative person, all right? Try to create something. There's no right or wrong. The most important thing is to practice and use these tools that this program offers you. There is no right or wrong. It's just you have to practice, and practice makes you perfect. So we've been through this already, and maybe I'll show you the color too, just in case if you missed it. So imagine we have this shape. When we have this shape, you have to select it, and you can go to edit color and check the color that you want and set it as you want it to be. And next, let's move on. I told you about rotate and flip already. Maybe let's talk about brush a bit. So using brushes, you can go to the brush right here, and you can draw on your 3D form actually using your brush. So you can choose the color of the brush that you want, of course, and you can draw it. The 3D shape, creating your own 3D shape is quite simple too. You just have to, okay, let's exit this first. Let's go. So you have to find what you want to create. For example, if it's an octopus, so you just draw something like this, a sphere, and you go back to your 2D shapes. You can go to this and select this one maybe, or even these tentacles. You can choose how you want it to look like. So you can basically choose to draw some octopus or some monster or some alien. Like, it doesn't have to make sense sometimes, just something that we all can guess, like from movies or from animals. It can be some monster attacking the village or whatever. Really up to you. So again, this tentacles, the freehand, you go to 3D shape and you select the first option, and here you can select the different types. You can see this is a bit more different, so it doesn't really look like a leg. This one maybe works better. This one is more thick maybe, and the same size. So yeah, you can play around and see which one is better fit. do what you want. Yeah, so that's the how to type. Let's go to text. If you want to type something, you have to click and drag and you can type. The same goes for 3D, and that's the 3D version you can see here. So yeah, you can edit the color, of course. You can change the size there. And these are the basic options I expect you to know. You can practice them by yourself. They're also in other programs the same, quite similar. Effects, we can take a look at effects, which are kind of important. You can choose how you want the ambient to be, the light to be from where. You can set the scene basically. How do you want the shade and shadow by rotating this sun basically? Maybe we can set it as red. You can see how it changes. Yeah, and I believe Canvas is quite simple. So Canvas just turns off the 2D shape that I put on the background. Mixed reality, it goes to your webcam and sets it as a, you can check it out here. It's slow, so let's give it a second. All right, so it's, oh, okay, here it comes. So here you can see the mixed reality. It's showing it in a 3D space. It shows you even the shadows. If you see, it's kind of amazing what you can do with a simple program. You can set the sun to change the shadows. You see, it makes it, look at the shadows, how real they are. You can change the colors here. You can also the shadow, the light, you can set as you want. It has a lot of options, but the main one I wanted to show you the light rotation, which is amazing that you can see the shadow on the floor. I love that. All right, so that's all for today. We reviewed 3D Paint. What I expect you to do is, there's no homework. I will not give you homework for today, but I expect you to practice by yourself what we did today. I want you to learn and try to, if you did not learn it before, I want you to remember what we learned today and practice step by step with my video. You can, every step, you can pause my video, practice, and come back to the video and continue to the next step. This is quite important, so try to learn this quite good. So maybe it will be part of your next project that you have to do for me. Maybe, I'm not saying yet. And we continue and talk about these things in the future classes. All right, for now, I wish you a good day and a very nice weekend. And take care and stay safe and stay home. Goodbye.